Hey guys, how are you today? How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, so how many of you would love to learn how to contour and highlight like a pro? Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you today. Super, super easy. Honestly, it's going to take the dumminess out of it. You're not going to feel like you're struggling anymore. It's going to be so easy. So I've already applied my foundation. I have a light amount of foundation on. My eyes are already done. So I'm just going to show you the easiest way to contour. Now you're going to think I'm crazy, but if you've never used a creamy contour before, like a creamy concealer before, you are going, hi Maddie, you are going to love this this method of madness. So what I want to do is show you a piece of hair that's like stuck to my arm here. So I'm going to show you first how to kind of highlight the area, where to highlight, and also where to throw that concealer on, where you can get it done in like less than 5 minutes. Okay, I promise. It's not as hard as a lot of people make it out to be. It's pretty simple. If I can do it, anybody can do it. So you want a lighter concealer. You see here I have like an olive-ish, greenish color. That's for covering up redness. Okay, so this is more of a light colored, salmon-y color concealer. And the reason why I like to use a light salmon-y color is because it gives the appearance of lighter skin. Now, when you're dealing with highlight and contour, okay, so anything that you highlight that goes like back, anything that you contour comes close. So if you don't want somebody to be attracted to something, then don't contour it. Okay, so contouring brings attention to stuff. Okay, so I don't do tons of contouring or highlighting underneath my eyes, just because I don't like tons of attention underneath my eyes. I do a lot up in here. Okay, I don't do tons down here. Okay, so I just kind of scoop and swoop. You can get this brush at Ulta. It's a Morphe brush. It's Morphe M173, like $9. It's super cheap. I did a class with this and my customers loved this brush. So all I did was I applied a highlight. Okay, so I just went under here, right here, right here, right in here, right in here, right in here. Okay, so I made like a little circle right in here. It's nothing huge, okay? So I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but I promise you it's going to get better. So I like to contour and highlight with creamy concealers. The reason I like to do that is because they set better on your skin. They look better on more mature skin. They just overall look tons better on skin, no matter what. So this is a creamy concealer. Now this is about, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. This is about as dark of concealer as you can get. Excuse me. As you could get. Excuse me, my allergies are horrible. This is as dark of a concealer as you can get. Now, the reason why I like this concealer is because it's pretty dark. You'll see here in just a second. So you saw that I went like that with my highlight. Now, as we age, we want to make sure that we stay above this earlobe, okay? So we're wanting to bring everything up. So we actually want to contour down like that, okay? So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go like that. I know you guys are like, what is she doing? Right? What is she doing? Now I did go a little too far here. But look at that, it comes right off. It comes right off, okay? And then I always put a contour right in here. Now, here's my thought on bronzer, okay? I like bronzer. Bronzer's great, but it's really not that great for contouring. Okay, bronzer's good for going over like a creamy concealer contoury kind of thing. I don't think that bronzer is something that is 100% for contour. Okay, so I put some along my chin line here, and then I'm going to put some along this chin line right here. Thank you very much. There we go. And then I'm just going to go right underneath there. Okay, now I can go on my nose. Okay, now a lot of you are like, oh my God, this is really scary. I know it's scary. Trust and believe, I know it's scary. Okay, and then I'm just going to take some more of that lighter highlight. And I'm sure a lot of you used to do like Lisa Frank when you were kids. I mean, come on now, like everybody did Lisa Frank. I did Lisa Frank, for crying out loud. I was an 80s girl. So Lisa Frank, it's all paint by numbers, guys. It's so easy. And so all we're doing is taking a foundation brush. That's all we're going to do. And we're just going to start circulating it in. Okay? Now you can take a blender, which you can do, and I'll show you how you can do that as well. So you take your blender, you want to get it wet. Now I would use tap water. I'm just using my Evian right now. So just take your, I'm going to put this concealer or contour concealer back on my face and show you how you can make it a little bit easier. So you're just going to take your blender. Okay, this blender needs to be cleaned. This is bad. It's got like pink on it from blush. It's really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna take my blender. I'm gonna rub it in my foundation. Okay, and I'm just going to pat it in. Okay, this is all I'm gonna do. Okay, do you see how that it just starts to take that contour and it blends it in to kind of more of a natural, into a natural color. Now I did a boot camp on this. I had tons of customers on it. They loved it. I'm telling you, once you contour and highlight like this, it completely is a game changer for your makeup application. And then I'm going to show you how you can use your bronzer then afterwards, because a lot of people really like to bronze it up, guys. I get it. Okay, and I prefer the blender with this method. I prefer it. Don't forget your nose, because then it looks goofy. Okay, so you can see where that contour pops out. You can see where the light comes back and the contour comes forward. At this point, you can take some of your bronzer and you can start applying some of your bronzer, and it's going to help. Okay, so I'm a bronzer and a contoury kind of girl, because I hate looking like Casper. I hate it. So then I just take my bronzer and I just apply it. Now you can go ahead and just take your brush and I just blush it in. Okay? Look how easy that was. All you need is a creamy concealer that is a little bit darker. Okay, it's a little bit darker. This is the darkest you can get. And a lighter one. Okay, a light one that is like the lightest for highlighting. Okay, so this is, you can see that this really needs clean, so just ignore this. This is about a week's worth of mess here. A lighter one, okay, salmon-y based one, and that's gonna pull everything out, okay, or away, and contour is gonna come out further. So that's why you see people contour out here and people highlight in here, they want to draw the attention away from that area. So light goes back, contour goes forward. Okay, so people like to draw attention to their cheekbones, their forehead where the light is going to hit, all those fun places. So all you need is those two concealers and a foundation. That's why I love this complexion palette, because it has the foundation in it and you can put the two concealers here. And if you need, and then what I like to do next is I take a little bit of blush. Okay, I don't like to use tons of blush. I actually use my blender, the same thing that I used, and I just pat that on my cheeks. I don't use tons of blush. Okay, I just tapped that on. It's ready to go. All done. If you feel like you got too much blush on, you can just use that foundation brush. Okay, just pat it out. But I love, 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 love this lighter concealer because it just really gives that lightening effect, really gives a glowing effect. If you've never tried wax-based foundation before, it really gives a good lighting effect, a glow. It gives the most amazing coverage. Most amazing, especially if you're more of a mature skin per se. A mature skin, I guess you could say. I hate saying that word, but mature skin. I have mature skin, and I used to struggle with things getting into my wrinkles, my crinkles, all of that area. On some brow gel. If you've never used a brow gel before, gosh, guys, you're missing out. Look how easy that just fills in those brows. It gives them that laminated look. If you don't know what I'm talking about, laminated look as in like they go up. Okay. It's one of my favorite things to do is just the brow gel. I love it. And then I'm just going to do a natural lip. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I'm just throwing this nude lip on and a nude lip gloss on top, and I'm good to go. I got a little bit over there. But guys, that's how you highlight and contour like that. I promise you, I'm a tomboy. It took me practice, practice, practice. This is called reverse foundation technique. And I learned it from a makeup artist, and I practiced it 2 or 3 times, finally got it down. It's not something you'll do overnight. Maybe you will, who knows? But I'll tell you, that's why I love creamy concealer, because it's so easy. You just do a foundation, concealer 6, and then concealer 0.